Today I'm going to show you guys my pachyveria clavifolia. This is one of the oldest succulents that I have in my collection. I believe I did purchase this and it was potted back in January. It also goes by the name Jeweled Crown. I had purchased this because I do look at websites regularly just to see what's out there whenever I feel like purchasing some succulents. And I purchased this because in the picture I had seen, it was this beautiful, beautiful jeweled colors. It's almost like orangey, kind of pink, orange, sort of gradient colors. I don't even know how to explain it, but maybe that's why this is called Jewel Crown. No idea, but it is absolutely beautiful. I have yet to see any color. As you can see, it's actually quite big, and I have no idea how tall this is. Let me see. So it looks like it's about 3.5 inches from the base of the stem to the tip. When I first purchased it, it was nowhere near this height. It grew tremendously over the last, I guess, 10 months. And I have yet to see the color come through. The more mature the plant, the more beautiful colors they put out. And if they're still growing, then chances are they're not going to put out any kind of color. So I don't know exactly how far I am from seeing some sort of color on this succulent, but regardless, I mean, it is, I think it's just beautiful. It had its issues here and there, but for the most part it's very healthy. At one point or another, it did have a couple of babies kind of poking through on these nodes on the stems, but they never grew. It just kind of stayed stagnant for the longest time, and it just wasn't growing. So I just kind of scraped it off because it just wasn't looking that great. And we can talk a little bit about this succulent. It's apparently a very old hybrid. It was created by some man named Jean-Baptiste Dolea of Macea. So he, at least in his nursery journals, this succulent can be found dated as far as 1874. So it is apparently super old. And his nursery notes, this is a cross between Pachyphytum bracteosum and Echeveria rosea. But apparently that's not credible information because they're saying that there's no traits of Echeveria rosea here. But I don't know either one of those succulents, so I have no idea if that's true or not. So as you can see, the leaves on this succulent is very densely packed. I do believe mine is a little bit stretched. I don't know if you guys could see, but you can see in the stems there's a lot of spacing in between the stems over here. I guess it requires a lot of sun. I don't know exactly at what point it's gonna stop growing a stem. As it turns out, the stems can reach up to 6 inches. The rosettes can grow up to 2.4 inches. So if you can, I don't know if you can see, but the actual rosette, if you look at top down, it's actually not that big. Probably is about 2 inches, 2.5 maybe. So I think this is probably as wide as it's gonna get. The height, I mean, if they do grow up to be apparently 6 inches, then I still have some more growth coming here. So maybe I won't see color for, who knows, if it survives with me. It might take another year or two. We'll see. I mean, it's been sitting in the same pot since January. So if anything, as long as it doesn't have any kind of issues or it doesn't show any issues, I'm going to just leave it in this pot, and maybe I'll give it some fertilizer in the spring. But other than that, I think it's just looking great. I'm just really dying to see what it's going to look like when the colors come through, and I will of course pop in some pictures of that. But I just wanted to show you guys this because I do think, I mean, it just looks really healthy, and I'm really happy about that. I keep imagining how it's gonna look once it colors up, so I'm totally looking forward to that, of course. But if anything, yeah, I'll pop in some pictures and you guys can imagine with me. I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye now.